get from these teams, but finally we're getting this Harbor Viper from Loud, and we actually saw Team Liquid face NRG's Harbor Viper at Tokyo, and they did okay, but ended up losing on this specific map.
We'll see how they do here. It's been so highly anticipated. So many conversations around why move away from composition like this. We'll see what the defense can do.
What is this? What is this? They're pushing back through Garage after taking C.
But they've left Nat. And they have no idea he's here.
I mean, the mind games are going crazy right now. They're going around the world back towards A, from C to A.
What a good start already.
There's nobody there either.
Nat's not able to find any value. Les cleans him up.
They've given him time to reset here. Ospas is already back in time to spot this hit coming in.
Tui's is coming through as well. He has 2 cascades he can still play with, but they've lost the sight. Try to save those for retake utility. Spike goes down. Liquid in control.
And the thing is, they still have 2 cascades here to really deal with, and they also have that Viper orb on site. So while it looks like there's no util from Loud, there is plenty to cut up the space.
The second one went right over the first. You see the paranoia coming out from Liquid to try to buy some time. Redgar repositioning, playing up close. Nothing but a classic, nothing but damage found. But Loud on the counter punch. Get the pistol. I think Safe was able to fully grab that. Yeah, the orb is gone. He was able to grab it. Seemed like he was getting spammed through the smoke initially. Maybe dissuaded, but objective found. Repositioning, Sadak just narrowly keeps his life. Safe goes double dipping, manages to stay alive, but not much more.
A pretty risky peak for Sadak to continue to take, given that his Viper wall needs to stay up for that seal.
Shadows traveling.
A little bit of Killjoy utility towards B, and you're starting to see Loud congregate on that site. 3 here now facing it, and the cascade to boot.
I think Team Liquid is already displaying a very good understanding about how this composition plays and where you can start to take advantages and cause doubt in the head of Tui's, for example, who has to be really proactive with this Harbor util. Right there, breaking the alarm bot, breaking a molly as well.
30 seconds left.
That's conditioning that's going to last throughout the rest of the game.
And again, we see some little trickeration, if you will. Look at where Redgar is. Gets behind the smoke, gets crossed. They know he's there. Meanwhile, the rest of Liquid focused on B. And he's going to get back out. 13 seconds left. The spike planted. Where do they go from here? You see that paranoia. They're going to try to scale up behind it. But Soulcast dropped. Tui's on the swing. Yampi's making a run at this. 2 big kills, but numbers still in favor of Loud. You've got Les, who's going to be on the flank, and well, that flank was dealt with. He was the weaker of the options, so Safe gets another with the Marshall. It's all into Tui's. The first is good. Really nice timing on the wall from Tui's too.
Yeah, you can tell they're really interested on denying that KJ util from going down. You saw Safe be really interested on trying to take down that turret. You saw on the eco round, then breaking the util on B.
I mean, even now, Safe is looking for that alarm bot. The ping is there. Sadak's going to be, once again, the first to try to keep them back from clearing that utility.
Oh, and Sadak does go down, too, so that Viper wall's gone, and the alarm bot, that spreads less really, really thinly.
Yeah, he went down to Yampi, too, in a position where Safe was clearing out the alarm bot. That angle's insane. I wonder.
That Viper wall's giving so much room for Safe to actually break that.
Yeah. Let's see if we take a look at it in the replay.
Look at the stack, though, from Loud. They're still making the right call. Despite losing all of that, Les is just re-peeking B right now, getting a lot of information. Now that they hear the Trailblazer, there's a double stack up short.
The wall's going to give a little bit of space for them to come out. Safe goes up top, but Tui's takes him right back down.
And look at this ball. This is crazy. How do you go through now?
Well,
no more flashes.
You have a little bit of space to play it, but they've invested the Seekers. There's the flash, and there's the pounce. Ducking in and out from front and behind the wall. Just a few seconds left now, and the spike is not in hand. The members of Liquid are weak. But Soulcast is making a run at it. Les is left alone. The flash is there. The second! And there you see, I mean, you look at it on the minimap right now, you see how dynamic these harbor walls can be, but they're already ahead of it. Ospas is going to get challenged. Opshot misses. Fault line at his feet. He has to dash away. Paranoia is not going to help us. Safe has already gotten backside. He's already gotten down into hell, and he's hunting for more. It was just Kawanzin who was still on the site. How do you funnel back into this? I don't think a flood is an option. You still have an op in hand.
Yeah, if you want to flood, you need that Tui's Harbor to be up at this point.
That's just not the case. So Loud go fishing, maybe gifted a free one. But there's just no entry. There's no way through. Liquid have drawn a line from this site. And between the flashes, you see the mollies, you see the fault line. The dump of utility keeps Loud back.
Poison's off.
There's a little challenge, but not much more. Meanwhile, you look at the other side of the map, and Sadak has already taken so much space down C1. Redgar's there on the challenge, and he wins that duel out.
And that's two very storied and accomplished IGLs going after each other, whereas individually at Tokyo, both of them had some very rough performances. So to see them taking the duel at each other, it's very interesting.
I wonder how much here Liquid assumed that there's nothing else behind this push from Sadak. It seems like they're convinced in their ability to get through. Les is close by. Kawanzin is too. Safe pushing forward out onto the side by himself. The paranoia towards Garage as Safe has gotten back sight. Cloud seemed to wait. You've got the Reckoning to play around in the flash from up top. The dash out from Aspa still has an op in hand. How does he find any value? Kawanzin peeking from behind the walls. Redgar's already gotten 3. Tui's on the swing, on the kill for Edgar, looking for the second. He's patient, he's calm with it.
Great movement there from Tui's. Now they're gonna have to play this against the two players entrenched down low, and this is such a tough spot.
There's a code for Tui's. He goes up top, Safe gets aggressive, tries to take the space. Aspa's dashing forward, Nat's on the trade.
Where's the defuse
But it's
bar?
just a delay.
That is, we don't get that kind of insight from a coach on those replays very often, but
Nope.
Calm's not being in the state that he believes they should.
Concerning seeds for Liquid.
To me, that's a time that you need to just take a timeout.
Yeah. I mean, perhaps they do if this one goes sideways too. Look at that wall up from Kawanzin, bro. I mean, it's just the side going down a long.
Really good reclear.
These Tui's, excuse me, but Les getting the kill onto Yampi. Went up a
Spike
little bit
down
too
mid.
far.
Yeah, they're starting to win their way as well with all this control that they've been doing a great job at.
Dude, that smoke is crazy. But Aspas goes up top, cleans up Redguard, the spike fully under control by Loud.
Just that A reclear allowed Sadak and Les to get in such deep positions. And Tui's as well with the Harbor util is making it really difficult for Team Liquid to punish anything. It's not often you give space to the Harbor Viper to actually go for extra control, but when you do, it's a dangerous prospect.
Yeah. You want to hear, given what we heard from Emil a few moments ago, given how this round has gone, given how the half has gone, you've got to suspect that there's a timeout on the horizon. Because that's a space that the Viper wall had. But ultimately pops back up. Redguard isn't taking space behind it.
Oh, I'd be very confused if I'm Team Liquid, not seeing anybody jump spot on this angle. There we go.
That's why. I mean, he went coast to coast, bro. Remember, Sadak was at A just a few moments ago.
Yep.
Redgar looking for a timing. Man, you can tell he wants to creep forward.
Breach ult coming as well from Yampi. They're going to go for a C split.
Yeah, and I don't think Loud are fully confident on where this hit is.
Off your feet!
It's just Sadak here by
seconds.
himself, and
Dodge
he's
that.
going to get knocked up.
Let's absolutely just dodge that.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
And the wall is actually preventing those players from coming through.
Redgar's ahead. Redgar's ahead. He's gotten behind them. The first falls. The second does not. Again, the IGL duel this time going in favor of Sadak as he peeks behind Platt, tries to get a kill. 13 seconds left. The spike just now trying to make its way out.
He's got time here.
Soulcast is going to have to get so much value done. The flash doesn't hit. The bullets from Tui's does. That's the round.
And Aspas falling away as well. I was questioning.
Excuse me, Aspas has the op. Oh my goodness.
Dodge.
No way, bro. He's got this red like a book.
And they've already done so much damage to Nats to get him out of here.
Does Aspas get a shot? There's the knee. He does get the shot. It does not land, and Nats pushing forward, though cautiously.
I don't think Nats realized how close Aspas was. I think he maybe could have gone for a punish there, but opts not to.
The information gathering that Loud is managing to amass via the utility that they're using is just outrageous. They're just so methodical with it. Again,
Both sides are really trying to do the same thing, right?
Sure.
trying to defend the util. Team Liquid is just focused so hard on breaking it all. There's a TP up into Dark from Redguard. Forces everybody off site. But they have this KJ lockdown.
30 seconds left.
They might. No, Yampi doesn't have his aftershock. Nats does have mollies, but
Les has a counter though. And there it is. You're wondering if that was a cue for them to go off of. And they're almost overlapping one another.
But even if they're overlapping here, the attackers have to get off site.
Yeah.
Whereas you can run your way on. What are they doing though?
They're pushing forward.
Is there gaps in Dark here? Yes.
There is. And yeah, one's been detained, but Tui's is still alive. 38 HP though. He doesn't have very much to work with. Nats drops him. See one player down in hell. Sadak now. Reinforcements arriving. The op in the hand.
Oh.
Another rare miss. Sadak has gotten it to half though. He's gotten it 3/4.
Different.
Oh, this time it's getting real value. Tui's drops the reckoning.
And pulling this out is super key.
That's huge. I mean, that kill out from Soka. Sadak could have stopped the round with how little time was left. 1, maybe 2 kills seals it. But not the case. And now Loud have to figure out how you're going to retake in a 3v5 where you don't have the reckoning and where you have Aspas with the op.
And remember, actually, what Emil was talking about when we heard the replay of him saying it was a good call. They basically ran the same strat here. Break all the util, fake C a little bit, and then go back towards A. But the tool's much different here for Loud in terms of the retake.
Enemy kill.
See how aggressive Aspas is going to get here. He's got the op. You imagine you want to preserve it going into the next, although there is a good bit of money. But ultimately, the conversation doesn't matter. As it falls to the ground, we'll see if Liquid try to pick it up.
I've got your trail.
That Cascade is so weird. They're going to drop Secret towards A, but they want it end B, and there's nobody here.
Good reaction from them. They spot the aggression close A. They push it back with the Seekers, and they instantly go into B where nothing went.
I even love that. They didn't smoke either side initially, so Safe could take the duel. Then the smoke comes out from Redguard towards B lane, or C lane, excuse me, but they're going to try to get him behind it. The Seekers, the Trailblazer, you've got the Harbor Wall too, but perhaps a little bit too deep, because you're not expecting Safe this close, this tight, with the op. Sadak on the other side, and the shot misses, but Sadak doesn't. Spike ticking away as it's another couple kills going in favor of Loud. He's gotten it to half, or at least he didn't. I thought he would. It's all falling under less than Tui's. Trying to cause as many problems as possible. You've got the alarm bot out from Les, who's still playing towards B. Tui's
30 seconds
very
left.
close by, with still plenty of utility to work with. The Paranoia is going to head out towards C, but Kawanzine is able to draw a line in the sand once more. 3 bullets left, and that's all it takes. Not able to connect on the 4th, but Tui's trying to do what his teammate could not, and he does. Liquid feel like they're crumbling here, Valo. Final cut, the one that matters. The stop was blunted. There's nothing else there. They're going to drop the Seekers, and it seems like they want to go fast towards C. The Paranoia right into the lap of Sadak. Can he reposition and stay alive? He's gotten onto the Molly. Redguard's taking so much damage, 31 HP.
30 seconds left.
And that flash from on high, the peek out from Sadak, nothing found. Liquid have not gotten backside yet. They're trying to stay forward. Sadak gets 2. That's the spike. It's another disaster for Liquid. Everything falling to pieces.
Creative pistol round on that first half.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can do the same thing. Already using the stun, though. I expect, especially against this wall that they see, to layer those 2 up.
Dude, they just paranoid as well. They just paranoid, convinced that there was going to be a fight towards A main. It's just, again,
Bob's already here. They already covered everything.
Yeah. Maybe they can equalize via the guns, though. Maybe that's the difference maker, but they didn't expect less, not in a position like that. And look at where Loud are right now. They're not even concerned about protecting the spike. They want to take the fight to Liquid. They're going for the jugular. Can they put them away?
Your fault.
They've dealt with what's happening in spawn, but 2 slip behind them.
It's quite perfect here from Loud. Everything considered. Nothing left to chance. I mean, other than spamming 4 versus 2 through the smoke, but they didn't even get half at this point, so now it's just going to look for orbs potentially and not even going to find any.
Redgar on the site. Nats is close by, and they have bought in a little bit here. It's a stinger in the hands of the IGL. Just like that, the first falls, the second joins.
Still 3v3. I mean, we talked a lot about how they're so dangerous in these positions, and remember the eco in that first half. They really made Loud work for it.
And they seem to have done a bit of the same here. Yampi upgrading to a Phantom. A prized possession at that. Seemed tucked and logs. He's peeking ahead of it, and Kamanzin drops him.
Yumpy taking a fight there while Soulcast is in the Trailblazer, and Safe is controlling the flank so they can't come out, but it's a full 1v1.
Standing.
Good attempt on the fake flash, but ultimately the Sheriffs in this eco, this force up full from Team Liquid fizzles out.
Spike planted.
I mean, you needed one. You don't feel like Liquid had much of a choice in a situation like this, right? You gotta gamble. Look, fans, I had to. My bad. A little levity in an otherwise dire situation, but Safe might be able to swing this thing back. The Guardian finding the opener onto Aspas.
And Aspas actually wanted to go up like a Durka dive into that cove up on top of site. That's definitely something new that I haven't seen Loud go for. A way to mix it up. Outside of the very standard, tough to mix up Harbor Viper plays.
More clean
Spike
shots up
down
from Safe.
It's really got them an advantage here.
3 rifles left for the attacking side. The Spike still in tow.
Kawanzin and Les still up, though. Those guys are the guys who have been absolutely dominating in perfect form, it feels like, in this series so far.
And remember, Safe, who's really the only real reason Liquid are in this position right now, is 5 HP.
Terminated.
He's got 0 now. A 3v3 for the rest of
This
the round.
position from Red Bar is really good, but doesn't find anything.
Player standing.
Nats
30
isn't going to
seconds
find
left.
anything either, as Kawanzin just single-handedly cracked the side open.
If Nats was there a second earlier, that would have been a
Spike planted.
nasty crossfire.
Sure.
With Redcar on the off angle as well. Not when you expect. You don't expect somebody to play default as the defense.
Yeah, Yumpy's going to have to 1v3 his way through this to keep the map alive with the Spike already planted.
Remember, Team Liquid was advantaged in this round. They really could have extended this a little bit, and they won't.
And it's making things harder, and that's just not going to be the case, man.
Needed. I mean, they were way too structured on that Haven attack side.
Yeah, 1000%. I think they may have gotten a little bit of info on the Trailblazer. Safe is going to have a lot to do here. Pushed back by the Roomba. That nade will dissuade just for a moment. They're starting to push forward, though. Safe is going to get cleaned up. That frenzy from Kawanzin, too much. What does Redgar do here? I mean, he's going to get challenged.
Yeah, but this also could be an overplay here.
By
'Cause
Redgar?
Soulcast, yeah, because Soulcast is really relying on holding B main down. If he dies, then you lose that. If he gets traded at all, you lose that.
I mean, maybe a frenzy, but a ghost here. They're going to walk forward by themselves to peek on the second. Perhaps no real idea of what's on the other side. Tui's wins it out, and he gets a second on the Soulcast. What?
Are you kidding me there? What is that?
The bravado.
Spike planted.
Yumpy trying to make a play. 2 members on the other side of the smoke. Starting to see some of the taps come through. That cloudburst to provide some cover. Tui's with the third. Nats having to do it by himself. See if Nats can do anything about it. 65 HP. He's getting flash. He drops down from heaven.
It's a bunch of ghosts. This is kind of the classic mix of weaponry you see from those ecos, and it's not a full force like we saw a lot of desperation on that first map.
I do like what Loud did there, too. As soon as Aspas is on the tap, you heard spamming from Loud from their ghosts.
It's coming back from Tui's as well.
Yeah.
Yumpy.
He's got a Sheriff. Crosshair trained. Man, that's really difficult to deal with, man.
Yeah, that Phantom just better.
Yep.
And Loud's gotten the right read. I mean, they pulled all the rotates over from Team Liquid. And it's a wrong stack. They were relying on Yumpy's information there. But it's just not deep enough, really, to call the rotate in time.
So now 3 of 8 for the duelist for Loud. And he's looking for more. He's still healthy. He's still got a nade. Perched up on top and Safe. Cleans him up.
Safe starting to look really crispy.
And remember, you were talking about it, Ball, in the previous map, how good Liquid are in situations like this. They've done well to get Aspas down, but it does not look like they're interested in going for much more.
And again, that's why I was so confused by the amount. Oh, this Molly's trying to actually intend to keep Sadak on site, so he dies to the spike. He's full healthy, though, so he can run through anyways. The nade, though, the
nade is gonna
combination.
hurt.
And that's the Phantom, Doug.
Can he get out? Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Wow.
A little bit of
Well
a slip.
done.
Loud may try to set this up. Look at where Sadak is, and you've got Aspas who's satcheling forward. So he's taking some space, and it was not a hit towards Mail. You saw it was Safe who was ready with the nade, but...
I mean, we saw Sadak stun. It was perfect for both players, right? From B main, it's going into Mail. It's also hitting ropes, so targeting down Nats with one player. forces this reclear right now, and they're all ready for it.
A couple on the other side. You saw Sadak expecting something to block vision, something to blind him, and it never came through. Still gets both kills, still has now an upgraded weapon. And he's still so healthy.
One enemy remaining.
And he revealed his position by pre-firing by accident and still gets Yampi. Caught him in the back. He was trying to walk away to save and not give up that information, and Loud is hungry for it.
I mean, how hard do they hunt for Soulcast here?
Extremely.
We'll see. He's expecting it.
He needs to eat into this econ bonus that Loud is going to start getting. I mean, only 2 rounds on the board, 3 rounds after this, and look at it. 3K on almost 4 players.
The money's good. The old situation actually looks really nice for Loud, too. Sadak 2 away from the Rolling Thunder. Aspas 3 away from a showstopper.
And that's things that really, really add up to be.
Oh, no.
Wow. Oh.
Oh, you guessed correctly.
You don't get a full force here from Team Liquid. They are going for light armor the entire time.
A little bit extra padding, a little something to try to stay in the fights. Soulcast had a rifle.
Which is funny because they didn't save the last time and they end up going for a force either way. Louder playing this so slow, so considered. Less falling does give a lot of space to Team Liquid, which does force Loud to go for this B hit now.
The dog has fully made its way around the pillar, but Redgar swinging behind it, perhaps undetected. But Loud not confident in what they're seeing. They decide to throw the brakes on it, and look at Safe. He's upgraded a weapon, and he's got him surrounded.
I mean, surely Loud are considering the fact that they're going to flank through A after losing less.
I mean, are they?
Surely. Where's
They're not looking.
Nobody looking.
Any awareness? No? I mean, it's really just Aspas here.
I mean, the timing is crazy, too. They could just get both kills on B, and it's not even a factor.
Redgar's gotten the first, and there it is. There's nothing that they can do.
Down B.
Safe had open
30
season
seconds
on
left.
members of Loud.
Whoa, missed flash from Soulcast.
Missed shots from Aspas. Back into the action, rifles for both. Sadak with the Rolling Thunder and off in the hands of Yampi, currently unchallenged towards B. The nade from Safe should cause some trouble, though, and deal some damage. Look at Aspas. Gonna have to get healed up, no armor left. Sadak has no armor left, but they invest the Rolling Thunder. Nats avoided it, tries to peek out from behind the smoke, and Coming Team cleans him up, and no. Safe once more. The discipline box goes unchecked yet again. Hold, looking for more value.
Satchel out.
The spike well out of reach.
One enemy remaining.
And this looks like another round for Liquid. 2 instances now, back-to-back baller, where it feels like Loud, these little mistakes are costing them everything.
It was the same story against DRX, too. It was very minor mistakes, over peaks, not synced together. And they won the first map there.
Nice movement. Meanwhile, Yampi not moving at all. Still holding it up, and Tuiz is on the other side of it. What a shot!
Tuiz is incredibly good when he's on shots like that.
Yeah.
He's an inconsistent player, though. And I know a lot of people were starting to doubt his transition from the duelist on his prior teams to the main controller here for Loud.
The dog, when he's on, he's on. How much more can they find? Nats doing well to keep them back.
And Aspas following up, too, with this showstopper. Gonna clear out a lot more space. Hold that space as well for them to recover the spike. Still, there are retake tools here.
Yeah, that's one of them. That Cosmic Divide, currently used by Tuiz,
30
but
seconds.
Redgar has...
As well.
Loud are so quiet about this. They've lost Heaven. Oh, Safe. He's gotten a little bit ahead of it. Both satchels, but he's dropped on the way out. Exit not found. Redgar trying to do some damage, and he can between him and Nats. They drop 3, but Loud punch back.
They're planning for spawn right now. Very risky decision, and Tuiz.
Dude, again,
He's ice
answering.
cold.
Yeah, answering the call.
Their economy a little bit. Could be massive.
Yampi. There's the first challenge. There's not a flash. It's going to be dry. The second flash come through, and Safe picked up, or excuse me, Aspas picked up the spike, and I thought he was going to satchel into Heaven.
Yeah, he was definitely intending to. That was the path on that execute, but as Sadak falls, he has to pivot off, and thankfully there's nobody on the site.
Well, unfortunately for him, he didn't fully commit to it. I wonder if that was just like an accident. As he was satcheling forward with Sadak in front of him, he just picked it up via his pathing. So Disaster perhaps avoided Loud getting the spike down, and look at how far up they are in spawn.
Well, Redgar's expecting this, though. I love this. Playing deep. Now the Seekers are going to come in, and 2 go to spawn, so Redgar knows what's happening.
They've got a star behind them, too, and it turns into the gravity wall. They're keeping the fight in front of them. Redgar gets both.
Player standing.
Redgar gets all 3. What a play.
I thought Tui's again would have been able to get some success there, but no. It's the IGL for Team Liquid.
Nothing but the dog
Scout destroyed.
creating some noise. They got the gravity well out from Redgar.
Nats is not here in time to actually molly, so they get through, and for the first time, Op's going to commit, and they're losing people instantly.
Yeah, it's labored. They only had 2 come through. The other 2 are sectioned off. You see him still in garage.
Concealment.
Spike still safely behind it.
And that's the value there of having that orb in mid for Nats to rotate very fast. Obviously, you had the nade and that gravel come through from Redgar, and safe.
Blinded.
But then the follow-up after Sadak got out, after Aspas got out, is that molly from Nats. He could just cross safely through mid and get there in time. Team Liquid finally, that game plan, finally, this strategy that they're choosing. It's odd to me. Here we go, fast up a ramp. Finally some early control elsewhere on the map, outside of one of the mains on this, which is difficult to do, actually. You see this smoke intended to do what the Viper Wall does normally, and Nats is looking at it.
That's huge. I think they wanted to pinch mid.
Oh, man, this is the spike alone.
Spike down mid.
Yeah, Loud seemed intent on taking some of that ramp space and then crunching mid and opening the site, opening the map a different way. But Nats with the massive one. And then, of course, it was Redgar in excellent position as well.
Well, Nats is not able to do that, by the way, until Safe walks down mid.
Yeah, excuse me, it was safe, not Redgar, thank you.
And now Loud's struggling to find a way in, man.
My, we may have a series on our hands.
Nature girl down. My ultimate is ready.
Well, still going for it with the lockdown, too. Now there's suddenly a chance, and Yampi only has the op, which could be good.
This would be ridiculous. Talk about a swing of momentum.
30 seconds left.
But I think Liquid still have too much utility here, man. Like, Safe still has his nade. Yampi's with the op, as you mentioned, but they're playing really safe. They're giving A up.
Dude, they're so scared, too. They just gravel smoked up in heaven and waited all that time till the smoke fades. And they don't even get a nice plant. It's just a safe one.
Meanwhile, Tui's just put a star down right behind the spike.
This Redgar flank is actually quite nice, too, because you could expect maybe like a lockdown post-plant type of thing.
The timing here is key, though. Do they challenge less together?
Do they know he's up ramp is the
Yeah.
key part. You'd expect him to be playing up in that main area if he goes for the play.
Tui's by himself on the site, in the smoke, the nade flying by his face.
Is he going to get a lockdown in heaven here?
He's been so patient, but will it pay off? He saw the bullet, surely.
Oh my goodness.
Look at him tucking. Oh my gosh, this is so smart from Tui's and from Les. It's all safe by himself. Can he do it? No! What a round from Loud. And it was a bit different in the previous round, but there is more of an intent on focusing mid.
Scout destroyed.
I'm surprised they haven't gone back for that same punish that they did on to Nats early in this game.
Yeah, with the stun from Sadak, yeah.
They are set up in a
I've got
similar
your
way. The
trail.
duel coming in towards B main.
Found one.
Oh, Nats is isolated right now. They could get into this. He's alone. Aspas punishes Redgar, though.
Perhaps off of the fault line, but Kalanzine is going to get one onto Nats too. You were right, he was isolated. He gets cleaned up. The timing on this is good from Soulcast as he gets both. I mean, finding just the right moment to strike. But Kalanzine not interested in playing this map much longer. That's now 3 on the round for him. Yampi with a nice snap, a 1v2, he dashes forward, the spike has been planted, spam onto 2, he's not fully connecting, but damage has been dealt, he's gotten it down to 1. 2, he's weak, he's been good, but has he been this good? No!
Some energy.
We talked about it in Tokyo too, and he said the team felt like it was a curse, and that's why they weren't doing it. Aspas, the Rolling Thunder paves the way for him to move his way forward, the showstopper, he spotted him, but he doesn't get the kill! Safe does! Blades from Yampi, another found! Spike on the pause. Safe tried to find some space. Wasn't able to, though.
You should run.
That's a deep lockdown, bro.
That doesn't even clear out the back of sight right here.
But they're aware of it. You see the pings on the minimap. I don't even think they're really intending on going that way,
But what
to be
do they
honest.
even have there to punish? They put a Cosmic Divide to help Soulcast stay alive.
Blinded.
Flash out on the other side, and that's going to confirm that they do want to hit that way. You don't have to worry about what's happening mid. Meanwhile, Safe creeping his way forward. The flick from Soulcast. I mean, the value these last 2 rounds. Safe bookending it, getting
Stun off of this dog. If you go up A ramp, this could be disastrous.
You saw the stun, but they had already
He's
pushed him
coming
off
from
the
behind.
angle.
Blocking sight.
How much more space do they find? They fully have Heaven control in Sadaka's position.
He's,
Not detected. Ooh, dealt a little bit of damage onto Yumpy, but that's all it is.
and they've got this flank from Redgar coming in. Turret recalled.
Where are you going?
It's planted for Heaven. They've got full control. That wall was going to allow both Safe and Yampi to play off each other very well.
If they can get the kills before Redgar finds a space, Loud may have a shot at this, because otherwise Liquid seem in firm control. The timing
He doesn't
is
need
everything.
to. Doug, he doesn't need to do anything. He doesn't have to get these kills. All he has to do is play with Safe into Heaven here.
Yeah, just contain. Just contain. One spotted, one dealt with. Now they understand what's on the other side. You see Les trying to deal with it while Soulcast keeping him back on the side himself. 2 massive kills. And that's surely the round. How Loud handle positions like this. But it seems like they want to go exploring mid. Well, the guns and the duelists that are on the other side prove to be a bit too much.
I've talked about the reads that Team Liquid have had a couple times now, and you can tell they expected to push. Look how far back Redgar is still playing. And how the 2 sides of mid right here, Yampi and the other guys, this is where they were playing. This is where they were holding the line. They knew that push was coming. They walked slowly into it, and they're rewarded. Minus losing Safe. Either way, that gun's not going to be recovered. So still not many chances for Loud to get back in this unless Sada can get some cheeky flank going.
Remember, he had a shot at it in the previous round.
Oh,
this
with the
time.
dog. Oh, no.
He's got a sheriff, too. The first. The second does not fall.
And Aspas is way too far to do anything. What a flash there.
I mean, 2Es.
That's misinformation, though, because that was coming in from Heaven.
He understands the Redgar's behind him. It's just a classic against the Ghost. And that's just not enough. I really love this from Liquid too, man. They're taking their time. They're getting the orbs. They're not just satisfied with getting the kills and getting the spike down.
I'm really curious where that flash came from Soulcast, actually. I'm wondering if that was intentionally going through one of the windows on top of B rafters.
Oh, that nade got caught up there, but that's a ding from Aspas. With the Spectre up in Heaven now, 13 HP. Aspas, I don't think they're coming, man.
Another ping from Soulcast's flash.
That was a crazy flash, too.
Yeah, way up high.
Yeah.
It's important there. You got to get the elevation to actually ping on Heaven.
This would be quite the Aspas moment, but that's now 4 or 5.
Haven, 25 seconds, and you're going for a Heaven play here. That seems a little misadvised, but you can get great executes out of it onto the site.
Watch Sadak, he still has plenty of utility. He's going to reposition around it, too. That Aftershock is going to buy a lot of time. 10 seconds left. Can they hold the line? Aspas has arrived. Sadak with the first, Les with the second. There's no way in. They've grabbed the spike now, and the smoke is going to provide a little bit of cover to spam through. Do they stop the plant? Yes, they do.
Again, Doug.
30 seconds left.
There's a little bit more to work with. 2Es. Oh, he's expecting the first! 2Es with 3! Not again! What a play!
Still a chance, though. They're so far away.
Soulcast is so weak.
But your trail.
They're going to drop the Seekers, and that's going to provide a little bit of breathing room
Oh,
to
the
get the
Aftershock's
spike
gonna get
down.
him.
What is that from Yampi? Pops the blades, has the op, a 1v2.
He gets into spawn, and the flash misses him. This is a huge line.
It's just another barking
They're
moment
coming back, though.
from the Star. Oh, he's going to have to get both, and he can't get any.
No, I mean, you're right, too. He's, again, so deep. He knows everything.
The alarm bot is here, too. That wall is going to help. It's going to provide some exit for Les to get out.
It's 30 seconds again.
Remember the Rolling Thunder from Sadak, too.
It's just going to push
This
them all back.
Oh, it could be disaster. Do they flood behind it? Yeah, Les has already taken the space. Remember, he's got an op. Aspas has fallen. Collinzine playing in the smoke. Does he have any more util? No, I don't think he does. Now 13 seconds left, and once again, Liquid may have waited a bit too long. The clock expires. And Safe is on the other side of it.
Yeah, he doesn't even have time to recover the spike in time. Look at Tui's, the dude's just chilling.
Aggressively fighting for B main. Recalled star. Op, no longer in the hands of Yumpy.
Excuse
That's
me?
from Sadak.
Excuse me, Sadak?
Yeah, pop off, King.
Aspas is right next to you, and he's the one taking that fight. That's crazy.
Amen.
That's been all series, too, from him.
Yeah.
He's been heavily involved. Safe picked up the op, though, and I mean, Tui's, this is a tough shot to hit.
He's done it before.
Nice, he saw him. Falls off.
Meanwhile, they're dogging towards A main, down ramps to confirm that there's nothing outside, and that instantly,
Yeah.
look at how they're rotating B.
Dude, it's always, every time, they get all the information well ahead of the hit.
Safe has ult, has 2 satchels. Do they go off of that? The timing on the Seekers is unreal. Again, 40 seconds left, and they're still back in spawn. The Seekers getting so much space back.
No
And
way.
Aspas is in the smoke.
Don't do it.
He's got a Vandal. That's going to be tough. Finds nothing. Now the Cosmic Divide, and that's going to buy some space. It's going to force him to go safe with the ult.
That's the wrong way.
Nothing found. Nothing at all. Tui's back sight. Not. Oh, he is able to clean up one. 7 bullets left. Can he find another? No. This time it may have worked out, but Nats is by himself. 13 seconds left. He's still got to grab the spike. He's got to get the kills if he wants to win the round, and none of them come.
You expect him to. I mean, it was Nats. I thought 100% of the time he's winning that. Either way, finally the pace from Team Liquid.
Yeah, but the buy is not great. Aspas has an op. There's so many members here. He's got the ult, he's got the nade, he's got it all. And Liquid are still back in garage.
And the fast push instantly gets put down. I mean, you're thinking so often, when is it going to come from Team Liquid? When are they going to be able to switch things up? And it comes at a time, again, that it's readable. When they have a low buy, it's like, okay, they're either forcing or just going for an eco. They're going to try something cheeky, and they do, and it fails. Surprise, surprise.
Les holding his tight angle in ramps. He's got util to protect the site. That Vandal, yep. Only 2 though. I thought he was going to get the 3rd.
Yeah, 5 HP, he's stunned, he's dead.
He's dead.
Remember,
Whoa. Aspas and Kalantine with a lot to deal with mid. Valo, this does not look good.
it's labored, man. It just feels like it's not there right now for Team Liquid. He just walked in without checking anything, right?
Yeah.
That's like, you expect the crosshair placement to be there, at least something, some piece of util, but just dry walking through. That one hurts to see. It's a little painful, I have to say. And again, they've given the tools to Loud to win this round. They've given the breach ult. They're not playing against the lockdown, which could come at the wee hours where they like to hit.
They just deep flashed into A heaven, but it was just a fake, and you just realize there's an op on the other side.
Where's the Trailblazer? Where's something here to deal with the op that they've seen?
I wonder if it was just peeked ahead, because remember, Soulcast was flashing into A heaven for the fake. Tui's is still in a really nice spot here, and they've got this brutal crossfire with Kalantine not far off. Aspas getting another.
Enemy remaining.
The nade's gonna keep him back. Redgar's left by himself. He's got 70 HP. I mean, this map was close until it wasn't.
Yep.
As a prime, what is left in Liquid's playbook? Where do they go from here?
Again, challenge in the B main. This time the op.
I've
In the
got
hands
your
of Aspas. There it is. There's something behind it. This time it was the Seekers. Stays around to drop that nade. He's here by himself. Oh, Tui's has helped. Tui's has helped, but Kalantine's also gotten one.
And they split up the hit again. 35 seconds. They got to get on this side.
Oh, the flash was so good, but nothing falls.
30 seconds left.
Safe healed up, and
30
the clock
seconds.
continues to be an issue. And now everyone is here. Sonic still has the rolling thunder. Les still has the ult. The push in from Aspas. A kill is found. There's the rolling thunder, and everyone may have secured the season. The series done, and it turns out Sonic's suitcase, it was not for him. They send Liquid home.
All my brags turn to facts, all my hunters turn to racks, all my ladies turn to snacks. SUVs black on SUV.